welcome back to my channel. You guys get to see my beautiful face. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to be going over my sinking funds and my savings and investments sort of face to face with you guys instead of you guys just looking at a piece of paper. So I do hope that you guys enjoy this video this way, and if you guys like seeing it this way, please like this video and comment down below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Janelle. I do all things budgeting. I also include work week lunches, grocery hauls, and meal planning. I haven't done any like meal planning, grocery hauls, or work lunches for like the last 2.5 weeks because we had company and I did not need to cook or do any grocery shopping or anything like that. But I will be putting out some more in the future. So if that is something that you're interested in, I would love for you to join my family. I do wear glasses, just a disclaimer. So if you see my eyes all over the place, I apologize. But when I am on the camera, they show a reflection. So to avoid the reflection, I took off my glasses. So I actually have my iPad here and then my book. My book has all of the numbers that I need, and then my iPad actually has the amount of money that I've changed since the beginning of the year as to what I want to save. So we're gonna just jump right on into this video and get started. So I have 8 sinking funds and 3 savings accounts and then 3 investments. So my first sinking fund is going to be my car fund. Right now I am paying off my current car that I have. I have about $2,600 left on there. So I'm hoping to have that paid off really soon. And then later on in the future, maybe 2-3 years down the line, I would like to be able to purchase a new vehicle, but this time around, I would like to be able to have a nice down payment to put on that card or that car. So I am just quietly saving money towards that goal. I'm not putting much to it. Right now, I'm doing about $2 a month. And so my goal for that is to do $26 for the year. I know that sounds crazy, but I have so many other things that I'm worried about that me purchasing a new car is not one of them, but I still want to be active about saving money for my car. So not much about that just yet. My next one is my car maintenance. So my car is a 2012 Nissan Maxima. So there are some things that I am going to have to start fixing, which I already know because my partner, he is a mechanic and he's been telling me like, Janelle, it's time for us to start really doing some big work if we want this vehicle to last another 3, 4, 5 years. So I do have my car maintenance set up so that I have money to go ahead and pay for the things that isn't really covered under like my boyfriend and him working on my vehicle and stuff like that. And my goal currently is to save at least $1,000 towards my car maintenance. I know that I'm going to be spending a little bit more than that, but I feel like if I'm at 1,000, then I'm good. That also covers my oil changes because I do use a special oil that they don't use at his job. So I do have to buy that. From my oil changes and just like other different things that come up like my car registration and all that good stuff that's entwined with my car maintenance. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, for my car fund, I currently have $3 in there. If you didn't know, at the beginning of January, I actually cleared out all of my money out of my sinking funds except for my car maintenance, and I actually put it towards debt. So I really am starting pretty much all over from scratch again. So this is why there isn't any money or a lot of money in all of my sinking funds. So my car fund has $3 at the end of February, and then at the end of February for car maintenance, y'all, I gotta look at my book. I have $460, which is really good. So I'm trying to hold out and save up a little bit more money before I actually start doing some work to my car. So hopefully, I think maybe by June or July, I'll probably start doing some of the smaller stuff, but we'll see how that goes. Next is going to be clothes. Now this fund is a very weird fund for me because I use Stitch Fix currently to buy my clothes, and normally the 5 items that they send me is normally around like 150 to like 250. And I still go and buy like my undergarments, or if I need to pick up a couple of shirts or shorts or anything like that, I still use my clothes fund for it. So I am trying to figure that situation out. I did switch my Stitch Fix from every month to every other month so that I actually have money to save up for whenever they send me something. So I'll probably still have debt when it comes to clothes until I kind of figure that situation out. But my goal is to at least have about $500 in there. I think that is a good amount of money for clothes, and I can always pause my Stitch Fix. But I am losing weight, and I still do need like a lot of clothes for work, but I do appreciate them, y'all, because they have been sending me some really nice things that I've been able to mix and match to go to work currently. So with my clothes, I actually, like I said, I have a budget of $500, and at the end of February, I had a whole $30 in there. And then I did actually for March increase how much money I am going to be putting in there. It's not like by a ton, but it will to me make a difference. The next is fun and travel. So fun and travel is from both me and my partner. We are into sports, so that's pretty much our fun. Like whenever we're ready to go to the racetrack, to football games, basketball games, just anything, that is our fun, and we are wanting to sort of kind of travel. We'll see if that's in the plans for 2021, but that's in there. I currently had it at one point, or I think I still do, because my fun and travel and my 30th birthday, I actually like lump some them together on my Good Budget app. So if you see that here, I think it is right here. You'll see it's at $3,500. This year I do turn 30. Woo. And so I am planning on doing a trip for my 30th birthday. So I'm lumping that money along with our fun money. So as long as I can get to about $3,500, I think that that will cover for all of the things that we want to do this year, including my birthday. I'm not expecting that my birthday is going to be that expensive because I'm not paying for my birthday, but I still just want to have the money saved up just in case I need to be able to cover something for me and my partner when we go out to celebrate my birthday, which I'll kind of talk about that in another video if you guys are interested about that. But that is our fun and travel, or if we just decide to do something here, like locally that we want to go and do, we have our fun and travel for it. And then we always like to go back home because we are like from Florida, so we still have family there. So we'll usually at the end of the year or so, we'll go and visit our family there. So that money there will be able to cover for those expenses. So right now my goal, like I said, between my 30th birthday and just fun is to get to $3,500. Will I get there? Only time will tell, but I would love to. And as of the end of February, that account also just has $30 in there. So it's better than nothing, right? So my next one is going to be my health. And my goal for my health is going to be $500. And my health really just pays for anything that has to kind of do with my health. So pretty much like any co-pays, any deductibles. I don't plan on doing anything big this year, but maybe for next year, I will raise how much I want to have in that account. But just for like any deductibles, co-pays, the vitamins that I buy for our house, just anything that has to do with just like, to me, like self-care, and making sure that I can live a long, healthy life. Like I said, our vitamins and all of that stuff. So I use that health, to cover those expenses. So I don't use it a whole lot. But it will come into handy, especially when I go for every 6 months for like my teeth cleaning. It is time for me to get new prescription for my eyeglasses and doing my annual exams. So it'll be able to cover for those things instead of me having to come out of pocket for it. So, with health, I am hoping to save up $500 this year. I think it's something that I definitely can do since I don't really have much planned except for really just buying like our vitamins, and our vitamins last pretty long. So, I think I should be good there. And for health, I also have $30 at the end of February. The next one is holidays. This holiday, I kind of really want to enjoy my holiday season because we did buy our first home back in December, and we didn't do anything in the house last year. So I am hoping, sorry y'all, it felt like something was crawling on me. So I do just want to do something like not too crazy, but just something really nice for the both of us for Christmas, and get my partner a gift, put out our Christmas tree, and sort of decorate. I don't know how to decorate, y'all, but I have a house now, so I can try as much as I can. So I really want to be able to celebrate Christmas. It's one of the few holidays that we do celebrate in our household. So I am looking to save about $1,000 for holidays. I do have two godchildren that I'll also be buying gifts for, and then maybe small gifts for some of our friends and family. But I don't plan on spending too much for Christmas. So that is holiday. And then also not just for Christmas, but we like to do stuff for Thanksgiving, which is also one of my favorite holidays and something that we celebrate in our household. And so it's always nice to have a little bit of extra money already put away to buy like our specialty meat and stuff like that for when we're ready to cook for Thanksgiving. And then I'm just trying to think of anything else that we really celebrate for. I probably will buy candy this year for Halloween. I don't really celebrate Halloween in a sense, but we live in a neighborhood with lots of kids, and I do not want to be that house that the lights are off and we don't have we don't have candy for the kids. So I think that I'll buy candy this year just for the kids to get for Halloween. And I think that's all kind of like I'm worried about for holidays. But if something changes, I'll let you guys know. So that is our holiday plan. And currently right now for holidays, at the end of February, I actually had $15 in there. I am not putting a lot of money to this right now until my car is paid off. Once my car is paid off, a lot of my sinking funds will begin to start getting a little bit more money. I still will be paying down other debt, but right now my huge focus outside of my other two credit cards is really getting this car paid off, because $500 is a lot of money. Okay, can we agree to that? So my next fund is my home fund. Now this home fund is a very tricky fund, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So if you guys have any thoughts, comments, ideas, please let me know in the comments below. So I have this home, and originally we were going to use this home sinking fund for our deductible for our house, and like if something was to happen, God forbid, our house catches on fire, blows away during a hurricane, whatever the deductible is for our insurance, we would have it. And I think our deductible is about $1,000, so it's not terrible, I think. Don't quote me on it. I'll let you guys know. But I think it's like 1% of whatever our house is worth is our deductible. Some weird number like that. So we were going to do that. However, I think that we have changed our mind on what we want to do with that. So this home fund is going to be for small projects and decorating and just miscellaneous things for the house. And then we're actually going to build our emergency fund, but also build in our like home emergency fund, if that kind of makes sense. Because for us, our emergency fund is really just for if one of us loses our jobs, even though we also have our own savings that would be able to cover any bills that we would normally pay for. So I think we've kind of decided that we'll just build in a slight like buffer for like a deductible or something that we would have to pay for our home. But anything smaller than that, we will budget for it, or put money aside, or just put it into that home sinking fund. So sort of kind of how we're kind of using it right now. But there are a lot of projects that we want to work on and do and stuff like that. So I think that's what our home fund really is for, is to spend as much as we want whenever we get money in there. For my home fund, my goal just for this year, since we are trying to scale back as much as possible and not spend as much and just really focus on getting rid of some of the debt that we have and kind of just really allowing ourselves to settle in. My goal this year is to get to about $500. And I think that is a pretty good budget. I feel like by the end of the year, going into next year, we'll be able to put some more money to there and start really getting to some of the things that we may want to do. A lot of the things that we wanted to change, we were able to afford it at the beginning when we got our house. So like we changed out like our faucets and added like doorknobs and stuff like that that we wanted to take care of like right now. And then we're just seeing stuff that we want to eventually change and things like that. So that is my home fund, and I'm excited about that. And at the end of February, we have $30 in there. And the reason why I keep thinking about this, y'all, is because this is in March. This video is a little late, so I have to keep remembering what month it is for. But I have $30 there, and currently, lastly is my 30th birthday. We already talked about it. That is kind of lumped into my fun and travel setup, but I do track it separately so I know what money I actually saved for my actual 30th birthday, because it's not a sinking fund. I'm not going to turn 30 every year. But I have $15 in that account, and my goal is to do about $1,600 to $1,800 to save up for my 30th birthday. Like I said, I don't think that I need that much money, but I just want to be prepared. So that is what I have for my 30th birthday and what I want to save. And at the end of February, I actually have $15, because I also have not been putting much money towards that account. So like I said, once I pay off my car, I will be able to go ahead and start putting more money to some of those things that are going to be a little bit more pressing, since my birthday now feels like it's only a couple months away, even though it's in November. So that concludes all of my sinking funds and all of the money in there. Then we have my savings. I have a savings account and a Capital One account, my Wells Fargo savings account, and then we have my emergency fund, which I share with my partner in our Smart Financial account. So my savings one account, I have a total of $58.44 at the end of February. And my goal is to actually get to 1,000, because I think that I want to make that just like my mini emergency fund that I will then grow on, but never actually take any money out of. Just to say that I just have a savings account that I could go and touch whenever I need, instead of going to touch any of my other investments accounts or anything like that. I have my savings two account, which I have just changed recently. I realized that I'm not actually making any interest off of that savings account. They actually do the annual percentage yearly and not monthly, and I just don't think it's worth it. So I'm actually only going to leave $100 in there just to have something in that savings account. And if I want to throw a couple of dollars here and there, I will, but I'm not going to be fully investing in that. I am currently housing my buffer in there until I get it to where I want, and then I will actually transfer it back to my checking account. And then I'm also saving my Great Lakes student loan money in there. I'm not actually paying it to the account right now. I'm actually saving it up, and then when the account comes due again in October, I am praying and hoping that I have all the money that I need to just go ahead and pay it off. If they decide that they're not going to actually be like forgiving any debt, or whatever their options are, just doesn't seem like something I'm interested in. So that's what I'm doing right now with my Wells Fargo account, but you guys won't be seeing me actually do any more money towards that account, because it's just not worth it. And then we have my emergency fund, like I said, that we share in our household account. But actually for savings too, currently I have $193.12, and that is a combination of just regular savings, my buffer, and my Great Lakes account. And like I said, I just have it at $100 right now. And there of course is going to be more money because I'm putting that other money in there. And then for my emergency fund, we currently have at the end of February $421.73. The goal currently right now is to just get to $1,000, and then we'll start saving on top of that. But I feel like I'll feel just a little less like crazy when it gets to 1,000. By no means am I saying that this is enough money, but we are also working on getting back to a month ahead in our checking account for our household account. So to me, that's almost like 2 months worth of savings. But yeah, that's kind of what we're just doing right now. And then of course we'll build on that. But like I said, there's just a lot of things that I'm working on, that my partner's working on. And so we're just taking it one day at a time, y'all. And then lastly, I have my IRA, my Acorns, and then my Robinhood. So my Robinhood, I actually started last year and I put a couple of dollars there. But for the month of this year, for all three of them, I put in a total of $20 into each of them. I will make a separate video on like IRAs. I am not a financial advisor or anything like that. This is just what I did and what I know, and I'm just sharing that information with you. I know there was like a couple of people who were interested in how I figured out what I wanted to do with retirement. So I will share that in another video with you guys. But I have my current IRA is with Acorns. I do eventually plan to either get another IRA or get another IRA and then close the one that I have with Acorns. But I think right now I'm actually wanting to just keep two IRAs so that when I get older, I have multiple streams of income coming in. So that is that. Now, my investments are not included in my total in savings. It would be in my net worth. However, I'm not doing one for February because things got a little crazy. I forgot to get all of my numbers together and I'm a little too lazy to go and try to sit down and figure it all out. So scratch out February and we will be back for March. But my total amount of money that I have in savings currently at the end of February was $1,286.29, and that is up about $400, a little 400 plus from January, which was at $843.67. So I did do good in saving that kind of money, you guys. And I'm excited to see what I'm able to save for March. If you guys like this video and this setup, please, please, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.